So, you're interested in taking the GMAT, but you also work and have other obligations. I get it. I'm Julia, and I got an 805 on my GMAT focus, which I prepared for while doing a demanding job. I'm going to share some tips that help me balance GMAT prep with my career and everything else, along with some things that I would change if I could go back. First, clearly define your goals. You're planning to take the GMAT, so you're probably trying to get into an MBA program. What does that look like for you? Why are you interested in getting an MBA? How does that fit into your life and your career right now? Essentially, what are you investing this time for? If you view taking the exam and getting into business school as a good investment in yourself, it'll be much easier to commit to your study goals and to stay committed when things get challenging, which they probably will at some points. Okay, you've got a dream. Now you need a plan. Look at your schedule and be realistic about the amount of time that you can spend on GMAT prep every day or week. It might mean that you need to get up a little earlier in the morning and study before work or spend some time after work on Do Not Disturb. Another consideration is when you'll be most likely to benefit from studying. Some people prefer to do it in the morning when their mind isn't distracted by the events of the day, and some might prefer to do it after work when they don't have to worry about job stuff until tomorrow. Whatever's best for you, schedule it. If you work full time, I'd aim for 15 to 20 hours a week at first and tweak based on your experience and performance. 15 to 20 hours is a significant portion of time. I bet that you weren't just sitting in the dark for that much of your week waiting for things to come fill up your day. That means you're probably going to have to reprioritize some things. You might have to participate less in clubs or hobbies for the duration of your studies. Please don't reprioritize your sleep or all of your exercise because while that technically will save you some time, the negative impact on your ability to learn will undermine any temporal gains. Also, if you're going to go out with friends a little less, that's fine. But don't be entirely inflexible because then if something comes up that you can't avoid or you start feeling isolated, you might decide to scrap the whole study plan as unachievable. Perfectionism is not your friend. Build or find a study guide to prepare efficiently. I used the TTP self-study plan because I did not want to build my own guide, and it worked great for me. There are lots of programs for you to look into, and many, like TTP, offer trials so you can check them out and see if you like how they fit into your life. Having a ready-made guide helped me feel like I wasn't overlooking anything, but you could also make your own or mix and match. Find what suits your needs and studying approach, and you'll be fine. Only you know where your strong and weak areas are, so organize with that in mind and make sure you're reviewing all the topics you'd like to for the test because there is a lot. Don't forget to review. As you learn topics and apply them, you'll notice that many build on each other, but scheduling in review is still important so you don't forget all the things you're learning. I usually had a dedicated block of time to study and work on practice problems, and then I'd fit in quick review sessions throughout the day. If you get a lunch break or you commute via public transport, then those would be great times to refresh yourself on the topics you've been covering. Reading your notes before bed is another great option. As you get closer to the test, a significant portion of your weekend or days off will be needed to take mocks and then review them. For the last few weeks before my exam, I took one of the 6 mocks every Saturday after sitting for them and then meticulously reviewing answers. That was basically all the energy I had. You might want to plan for this period by trying to align it with a slower season at your job, or you might feel like taking some PTO would be easier. Do whatever you need to do so that you can give the mocks the attention they deserve. As a final note, something I would have done differently, I didn't know anyone personally that was prepping for the exam when I was. but having a study buddy or community would have been helpful for motivation. I realized near the end of my prep that there's a large online community of people that were also prepping. If I'd found them sooner, I probably would have made more use of them. Check out the forums if you feel like adding a socialization aspect to your study would help motivate you and keep you engaged. There are a few options. Some offer practice questions that you can trade solutions and approaches on. Some are more for general encouragement or commiseration, as the case may be. See what's out there, maybe make some friends. It takes work to balance a career and an investment like the GMAT, but with the right tools and careful planning, you can absolutely have both. I hope you find this guide helpful as you begin your journey. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you next time.